Yo, yo, what's good, Mob Psycho Gang? Welcome back. Today we're going to be getting back into Season 3 with Episode 5. I know it's been a little bit, been grinding some other shows, trying to grind on YouTube. But honestly, I've been missing me some Mob. Yeah, I hope you all have been doing well. Let's go ahead and recap the character ratings from last time. We gave MVP to Mob. Kind of just him being the only one that's not friggin' brainwashed at this point. Everyone's getting wrecked. Dimple is, he's being a son of a bitch, man. I'm tired of that guy already. And he's only turned for a few episodes now. I really hope they turn it back, dude. For the best moment, we actually gave a shout out to the author for this last one. You know, I really thought the writing and the setup of the episode was very creative. I liked all the little, you know, hints to the candy being what's brainwashing everybody. You know, the little kind of quick cuts to different imagery, like the political one and whatnot. Very, very creative episode. Lastly, for the funniest moment, we gave that to Mob when they're gonna go pick up the broccoli and Ritsu's very skeptical they could do it. And Mob's like, well, we can do it. One time we picked up this whole piano. I didn't think I could do it, but we did it with everyone together. So optimistic, bro. So optimistic. All right, y'all. Before we get in this one, if you could do me a favor. If you could do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, comment, all that good YouTube shit. Anything you can do to support the channel, I appreciate a lot. But either way, I appreciate y'all being here to watch the Mob with me. Let's go and get in this one. Look at all these damn sheep. Interesting. I kind of like how this is already like challenging Mob for like that, you know, him getting all this attention from girls and whatnot. And at this point, it's like, you know, this is all superficial. He can see it. I don't know, Dimple. Damn, I love all the colors of the broccoli, man. Oh no. Damn, dude, Mob's pissed. Oh, let's go. He knows. Dude, Dimple sounds so much more evil. Yeah, I mean, it's all a mirage, though. You mad, bro? I mean, those are cult plots right there. That's interesting about Reagan. Yeah, and that's more of like a typical cult part. Bro, freaky. The broccoli god.
よくわからないけど、神になったって。それこそ意味ないだろ。自分が何をやってるのか分かってないのか。
え？
町だってめちゃくちゃになってる。
あ、町が。そいつは知らなかったが、そんなものは後で作り直せばいい。大体洗脳というがそこまで悪いもんじゃねえぞ。人格を書き換えたわけでもないし、趣味や好きなことは何にも変わってねえ。律や
Yeah, but
礼儀
you take away their sense of autonomy, though. That's like what makes somebody individual, human.
それを幸せと感じ、その幸福感を信者同士で共有している。別にお前を仲間外れにしようだなんて思ってねえぞ。で、一体何に文句をつけてんだ。俺様の何が悪い。
何が悪いって。エクボは卑怯だ。力を使って人の心を動かすのはみんな抵抗できなくてされるがままじゃないか。
もともと世の中には抵抗できない法律や社会の仕組みが存在する。
Yeah, but people tend to agree on them or have some say in it.
これでもかなり我慢してるんだよ。
待てよ影山君。エクボ君がやってることは悪
Yeah,
行という
he's
ほどでも
gone
な
now
さそうだ。
too.
納得がいかないからって暴力に走ったらおしまいだよ。
いや、今ならまだ間に合うんだよ。
いや、手を出せば終わる。君とエクボ君の関係も僕らの仲も全て終わる。町のみんなも君と対立することになる。
エクボ、お前は。
花沢にも悪意はない。お前のためを思って本心から説得してる。言ったろ？ほっといてもみんなの日常は。
エクボ本人が出て
Yeah, for fucking real, dude.
話ならさっきからしてるじゃねえか。
Dang, dude. Oh, so annoying, dude. Holy shit. Smooth animation.
花沢君、正気になれ。
あいにく花沢は正気だ。
ごめん。エクボ、出てこい。
I always think it's so funny how Taruki crosses his legs when he's trying to get a lot of power.
今の花沢は神がかってるぜ。
力が溢れてくる。花沢
ごめん。
Jeez. Oh, this is making me so sad. I hate that Dimple's doing this shit, bro.
よくやった花沢。茂雄、真珠の根に包まれてクールダウンすれば、お前も考え方が変わるぜ。
I need to see Mob pop off, bro.
すごい力だ。ブロッコリーのね。この根は危ない。
本気か影山君。タイプヘルメット様は僕の後ろに。すごい。やっぱり君はすごい。
As he's going flying.
ああ、真珠に風穴開けちまいやがって。
Oh my god.
神になるってのもなかなか一筋縄じゃいかねえな。茂雄。
無駄だよ。
Dude, he's got so much control over everything.
エクボ、どうしてだ。どうして姿を現さないんだ。
It's interesting how his percentage is kind of just slowly going up. It's like he's got more and more control.
僕を恐れているのか。
Just like, yeah, like 1% at a time.
マ ちにさせるな。わからないか。エクボ、出てきなよ。じゃないと。
Yeah, Mob doesn't want to do this at all, man. Oh, wow. That's quite the picture, dude. Holy crap. Is it from the roots?
正解。気づくのがちょっと遅かったな。招かれるままにのこのこと真珠の中に入ってきたのがお前のミスだぜ。最も最大のミスは俺様と対立したことだ。冷静になれよ。俺様が言っても聞かねえんならあの子に頼むか。つぼみちゃんにお前を
Oh,
説得して
dude.
もらえば。
What a fucking piece of shit, man. I hate this.
モブ君、サイコヘルメット教のみんなに迷惑かけちゃダメでしょ。いい加減空気読もうよ。
てな。お前はつぼみちゃんのことになるとすぐ本気になるんだ。
This guy gets serious for his babe.
この際はっきり言っといてやるよ。シゲオ、お前にはあの女は無理だ。高根つぼみはいらないものはいらないときっぱり言う人間だった。多少強引に飴を渡そうとしたら手をはたかれちまった。友達を通じて勧誘しても興味を示さなかった。
She's independent.
人に合わせず自分
That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
お前が超能力を自慢したところで見向きもしないわけだ。仮にお前が体を鍛えたところであの子
It's not that she'll ever need him. It's that she'll respect him. Yeah, she's trying to tempt him.
つまらない。
ほとんどの力を奪ったと思ったんだが、底力が結構残ってるもんだな。本体が出てくるにはまだ
Jeez,
早か
he's
ったか
fucking
な。
huge.
まあいいか。今の俺様ならシゲオにも負けねえぞ。
Let's go. Give him his little bitch slap. Pa, 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 pa.
いい気になるなよてめえ。優しくしてるやつ嫌いだよ。
What kindness, bro?
こうなりゃ俺様もマジにならざるを得ねえな。よーく見とけ。これが
Oh my god.
めでたく申請した。
God, Dimple.
だから何なんだよ。
Man, is he gonna explode, dude? It's gonna be crazy.
神パンチ。神ダッシュ。からの神叩きつけ。ギブアップ。
It's crazy that Dimple like just wants to mess with him after all he's seen from Mob.
神ストレート。
Straight.
爪のボス戦でエネルギーの底は見えたんだ。無尽蔵じゃなくちゃんと枯れる無敵ってわけじゃねえんだ。影山茂雄の倒し方は俺様が一番分かってる。
それが真の姿。
ん？
そんなのがお前の正体。冗談だろ。
こっち側に来なかったことを後悔させてやる。
本気でそう思ってるのか。
え？
なら手を抜いてる場合じゃないだろう。力も行動も言葉も全部偽物だ。
Interesting.
それが本当のエクボだと思わせるなよ。そんなの似合わない、許さない、認めない。
何様だてめえは。俺様が求めてやまなかったもの。
I mean, just because you want it doesn't mean it's from you necessarily. Wants don't necessarily align with who you are.
しまった。エネルギーを込めすぎた。 伝わってくるあいつの怒りが
You know, when this soundtrack comes on, it means serious business.
やられる前にやらねえと
今のは驚いたよ。死ぬかもしれなかった。あと少しで信じられなくなりそうだ。
Damn, dude, he's really trying to hold on.
あんな目で俺様を見ていやがる
Interesting in Dimple's
僕は
perspective
本音で
now.
聞きたいだけなんだ。何か言えよ、エクボ。
本音も何もねえもともと俺様は
Nah, there. I mean, yeah, but like he had a shift for sure.
エクボとはお別れなのか。
来るか
The shirts.
シャツが出せ
Is that what's gonna push him to 100? Oh man, dude. We're gonna have to wait till the next one to find out, man. Fuck. All right, y'all. Let's get in the review section for this episode. Continuing with our conflict with our Dimple Sama, who's acting out. Honestly, this episode was really sad to watch Mob, you know, continue to try to have his faith in his friend, right? Like he's really trying to be patient and have empathy, belief in him. And Dimple refuses to really talk to him or show him for like, you know, just show himself fully, like why he's doing what he's doing. He's kind of just projecting and defending his aspirations here, right? And I also really think it's a pretty cool episode on how it relates to a couple of episodes back when Mob is getting more attention from girls and whatnot, and we see his ego boost starting to come out with his Chad Mob experience and stuff. But you can see the quick contrast to where Mob really lies in his maturity, because this whole episode, a lot of it is Dimple trying to persuade Mob, to influence Mob, to kind of accept the attention and praise and gratitude of all the people who are following the Psycho Helmet religion and really or want to follow him. You know, they're following Dimple, but Dimple wants him to come in and get that attention with him. He's almost like seducing him. He's like, doesn't that attention feel good? Like, it kind of reminds me of a whole, like, you know, like Adam and Eve, like the serpent trying to kind of persuade or manipulate Eve in the garden, right? And in this case, it's kind of like Mob more so, and Dimple's trying to persuade Mob to kind of just step in and enjoy and reap the benefits of all these people who are praising them. But, you know, we see Mob off the bat is like very stark on this. He's like, nope, I don't want that. All right. He knows he doesn't want that. He knows it's not good, right? He can sense that, you know, these people, even though from what Dimple says, they are autonomous, they're still themselves and all this stuff. They're not really. They're still brainwashed, right? They're still being brainwashed into following this cult. And, you know, no matter what, they're not going to really have full autonomy. I really liked one part in particular where Dimple's trying to kind of advocate for this. And he compares, you know, what he's doing to how people don't really have a choice in society and cultural norms, right? Like we kind of have rules around what's right and what's wrong. We have the law, we have culture perception, you know, we kind of have, you know, groups and people who kind of will judge you if you don't stick to the cultural norms or the law, which will put you in prison if you break them. But I do think there's a pretty big difference between that still, right? Because in this case, nobody really has a choice to whether they follow the Psycho Helmet religion or not. They're being manipulated into doing it. So they really do lose their choice in this. They lose their autonomy, even if they are still being themselves at some level. Whereas in society and whatnot, people always have a choice if they want to break the law or if they want to go against the cultural norms. They could get in trouble for it, and they might have repercussions for it, and they might have to take responsibility over that. But no matter what, even if you disagree with like the law and all these things, there's avenues to go and advocate for change too, right? Like a political system and being able to vote. You know, those things all give people a sense of autonomy. And maybe it's not as direct as you can do whatever you want, but at least there is a path where you can kind of impact and change the world around you in a way that is good for, or you know, that you're not brainwashing everyone, taking control, basically. This episode also made me think a lot about why Dimple is doing what he's doing, right? Because there's a lot of like really interesting small little lines of writing that kind of point to the fact that Dimple is acting out here more than actually being himself. You know, for example, Mob keeps on trying to get him to just talk to him, right? Kind of ask him why he's doing what he's doing, show himself, just come out in his true form. But this whole time he's kind of sheltering in. And there's one moment in particular where Mob asks if Dimple is scared of him. And I thought that was really intriguing. Like, Dimple doesn't come off as somebody who is scared in this scenario, right? He comes off as somebody who is power hungry, right? But it makes me curious about Dimple's background, right? Like, I guess we've never really gotten information on who Dimple was before he became a spirit. You know, what kind of person was he? What did he struggle with? How did he die? Dimple's kind of main aspirations or dreams, or especially in this scenario and kind of how we've known his character, has been to you know, start a religion, right, and be the head leader and make people happy in, you know, non-natural ways and receive praise for it, right? He wants to be this god figure, and I'm wondering where that comes from. You know, like, was there something in his when he was a human that kind of made him feel outcasted by society and people in general? You know, is any of this authentic to who he really is? Like, for example, does he want to make people happy and he does this in a forceful way when he was a kid or something, or when he was a human, he wasn't able to ever do that in natural ways, and he kind of projects that. But the whole thing about Dimple being scared of Mob, I think, is intriguing. You know, what about Mob scares Dimple outside of his power himself, or its power itself? So I'm kind of like imagining that maybe Dimple had some complex or something similar to what Mob had too, right? In different ways. You know, it's definitely a major theme in Mob, is that characters will act out different from who they really are. You know, people's actions aren't necessarily who they are, right? Or even what they want and desire, or what they like, isn't necessarily who they are either. In this example, Dimple wants power, he wants attention, he wants to give people happiness, a path to follow. But, you know, wanting that and like being that are two different things. Dimple might want that, but it could be a projection from something that he's insecure about in himself. You know, that might be coming from a place of emptiness from within him versus coming from fullness in who he really is. And I think we can see that Dimple still cares about Mob too, because there's a couple times like when he goes into the god mode and he uses, like, he gets kind of annoyed by what Mob says and he uses a huge attack, and like you could see he's like scared for a second because he's like, oh, did I hurt Mob? Like, you know, you could tell he still cares about Mob. I'm really curious on how this one's going to wrap up. I think the next episode's the last one of this little plot line. But yeah, I'm hoping we get like a flashback or something for Dimple, because I want to know more about why he's kind of acting out this way. All right, let's go ahead and get the character rating for this one. For MVP, I'm gonna give that to Mob. I really liked Mob's patience, his empathy, and his faith in his friend here. I think the faith is the really important one. You can see that Mob is really struggling in this episode. He's fighting to keep his faith. He's expressing how sad he is about this, and you can see he's just really struggling to kind of keep that faith and be patient with his friend when, you know, a lot's on the line. You know, he potentially needs to squash this conflict, you know, outside of, you know, he can't just be patient forever with his friend or have faith in Dimple for forever. He's going to keep acting out. He's got to have the consequences for it. So, but I just like how Mob is really trying there and keeps asking Dimple to show himself, reveal himself to him, and tell him why he's doing what he's doing, because I think that's what a good friend should be doing when they see their friend acting out like this. For the best moment, I'm going to give that to God Dimple. I liked his form and everything, but I also like how, you know, to me, it kind of comes off as a complex, and it really comes off as him acting out or enlarging his ego or something that, you know, and Mob could totally see he's not impressed by it at all, right? It's so similar to when we first met Dimple all the way back in season 1, and how you know, far gone Dimple was, that Mob had to bring him back down to reality. Finally, for the funniest moment, I'm gonna give that to Mob when he slaps Dimple around. He finally comes out in his spirit form, and he's huge. He just slaps him around like crazy. That was so good, dude. All right, y'all. I think that'll do for this reaction review. Let me know what y'all thought about this one in the comments down below. Consider dropping a like, consider subscribing if y'all want to follow for more. And yeah, I appreciate y'all being here to watch the mod with me. Hope y'all have a really good day. Peace.